As a guy, the easiest way to dress better is by copying others, more specifically, fashion trends. And even more specifically than that, for the fall, because we're finally entering that season. And let me tell you, I am so excited to copy other people. Let me rephrase that. I am excited for these fall fashion trends. The first thing are boots. Now, I can't say that I'm the biggest fan of the most trendy type of boots, which are going to be the really chunky ones and loafers. These are just really not my style. I don't find these practical, and therefore I'm not going to be wearing it. But the whole idea of fashion is taking what's popular, taking things that you like, and getting inspiration to find something similar that works for you. I like chunky boots that are not too chunky. My favorite ones, and the ones that I'm going to be wearing the most of, are these chunky Chelsea boots by Common Projects. To me, these are the perfect size. They make me taller, which is something that I would never complain about, and they work well with pretty much any kind of pants that I'm wearing. Now, if you took the time to look these up, you would see the price tag, and I know that is insane. But if I can go out and find some alternatives that look similar but for way cheaper, you'll find that in the description. Now, something that's close enough and definitely more affordable are Doc Martens. For these, I definitely want to pick up the lace-up Doc Martens. I'm going to be getting those soon because I know that these are going to work with pretty much anything else in my outfit, and it's right on par with those fashion trends that I'm really excited to wear. I currently have the Doc Martens shoes. As much as I like these, had these for years now, I think it's time for something new, and I would love your advice. Let me know if I should go with the color black or with the color brown. I'm personally leaning towards the brown side. Let me know what you think. Now, if none of these do it for you and you don't like chunky boots, go with something classic. These from Thursday boots are timeless, slim, and very versatile. And these work perfectly with that old money trend, which is still very popular moving into the new fall season. Now, first of all, I gotta say, I am so tired of that name. We have to find something new, but for the time being, we have to call it for what it is. Now, what I love about this trend, the fact that most of these trendy pieces are also very timeless. So you can start wearing stuff like Oxford shirts, sweaters, trousers, and everything close to that. However, the most important thing moving into the colder season is the fabric. Since these are timeless pieces, if you have the extra money, I definitely recommend investing it into some higher quality materials, things like cashmere and wool. Now, I know most of you guys are very young. You don't want to spend that kind of money. At least look for blends of these things. If you can get a cashmere blend, it's a lot more affordable and it looks pretty much just as good. My favorite place to pick up these things are Banana Republic, more specifically the Banana Republic factory. Everything here is on sale, but that's because a cashmere sweater for them is a cashmere blend instead of a full cashmere piece. So it's a good way to save some extra money. This is where I picked up this blue sweater that's amazing, by the way, as well as this coat. And an item like this fits perfectly into the old money look, and it's very practical. Most coats are oversized. I really get in my own head about wearing longer clothes, especially as a shorter guy, but this coat is the perfect size, so I'm going to be wearing this a ton throughout the fall. The next trend that I'm excited to wear are Boxy fit hoodies. This has been something that's been popular for some time now, but it's definitely not going anywhere. Now, most brands that are associated with these are crazy expensive, like Represent and Cole Buxton. However, I gotta say my favorite place to pick up hoodies for an affordable price is Ours Collection, and they recently just dropped their fall and winter line, and these colors are amazing. They're really honing into that vintage wash look. Now, I definitely like all three colors, but if I had to rank them, number 3 is this midnight color, then going into burgundy, which I'm really excited to wear, by the way. But if you know me, I love my neutral colors, so this brown color is going to be my number 1. That being said, I know they're getting ready to drop some new colors. If the boys at Ours is watching this video, please send me this green one. Earth tones are huge this season, but we'll talk about that more in a little bit. Every color that's available right now is going to be linked in the description, as well as everything else in this video. The next trend that I'm excited to wear is workwear. Again, another trend that's pretty much imported from last year. Workwear is not going anywhere. However, I'm very selective when it comes to this trend. I don't like anything that's workwear. I only like the pieces that I like, which is a huge lesson. Just because something's a trend doesn't mean that you have to wear it. There are so many people who think that dressing better just means dressing through whatever's popular right now. That's not true at all. The main point about dressing better is to feel confident, so you should like the pieces that you are wearing. So for me, the workwear pieces that I'm actually going to be wearing are workwear jackets. I have these two from Hollister, and I bought them last year. I'm going to see if they're still available. If not, again, I'll find some alternatives for you to check out. But I know there's plenty of brands right now that are selling this, like Abercrombie & Fitch. I've seen Uniqlo start selling these. As long as they have this corduroy collar, which is pretty much my favorite part of this jacket, then it definitely fits with this workwear trend. Now, more pieces that are associated with this trend are things like carpenter jeans, which I don't think they look bad on me, but I just don't see myself wearing this. I don't think it really fits too much into my aesthetic. I like this, but I don't think I'm going to be wearing this. But if it interests you, who cares what I think? Where would you like? And if you want to make it easy, you could shop at one place, and that's Carhartt. Anything Carhartt is going to fit perfectly into this aesthetic. Now, I mentioned corduroy on the collar. That's something that I am so excited to wear more of. Every single year, my favorite thing to wear in the colder season is anything corduroy. If you've been watching my summer videos, corduroy in the cold is equivalent to crochet is in the warm, which means it looks good because of the texture, because it's something new, and it's a great way for you to stand out. And believe me, I have it all. Corduroy pants in multiple different colors, by the way. My favorite ones are Ralph Lauren, Hollister, Hollister and Uniqlo. I have corduroy jackets, whether it's the collar like the last one or full corduroy shirts. Now look, I'm not one to tell you exactly what to wear. However, when it comes to corduroy, I gotta say, I am mandating that you at least get one corduroy piece. I guarantee you'll love it. If not, well, just keep the receipt so you can return it. The next trend that's going to be huge is knitwear. Again, it's exactly like the last thing I said. It's texture, so it's going to look good. Adding texture onto any normal piece is a great way for you to look better than all your friends. Because most guys, they're just going to be wearing a normal sweater. And although it looks good, add some texture into your pieces and you are going to stand out. And the cool thing about knitwear is there's so many different types as well. Let's take, for example, polos. A knitwear polo looks incredible. This one is from a brand called Enchante. I love the color. I love the fit. I am so excited to wear this a ton this season. There is multiple different types of knitwear polos. I have no idea what this is called, but this one looks great and I definitely need a piece myself. Now moving on to sweaters. What I'm wearing right now is what's called a waffle knit sweater. This one is from Hollister. I have loads of different colors because Hollister is affordable. It is from last season, so I'm hoping that they restocked it. If not, as I've said before, alternatives. I gotta say, out of all trends, this is what I'm probably gonna be wearing the most of just because it looks that good. Now let's talk about a new trend that I don't own right now, but I'm probably gonna buy in the colder season, and that is leather jackets. For the longest, there was nothing about a leather jacket that interested me. However, this new kind of leather jacket that's more sleek and more specifically cropped, this just looks so much better. And therefore, I am really excited to try my first one. And this is definitely gonna be outside my comfort zone. But especially in fashion, you never know what you're gonna like until you actually try it. And a real leather jacket is gonna be really expensive, so I'm still browsing around. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. But by the time I'm editing this video, maybe I found some, and maybe it might show what I currently found. Now, every single year when we get into the cold, I always say that I'm gonna wear more beanies. And although I'm really still trying to do that, I just came to terms that I'm the kind of person that likes having my hair out. However, I don't know if you've noticed, but my ears tend to stick out a lot. Now, I used to be really insecure about that when I was younger. Now I don't really care as much. The only downside to that is they tend to get cold very fast. So if it's freezing outside, I'm gonna throw on a beanie. What I'm looking at currently are cashmere beanies. So I need to pick up my first one. Carhartt also has some cool beanies. I believe I've had one, probably lost it, knowing me. That might be in my fall shopping haul. And this isn't necessarily a trend, but definitely is something essential. If you can't tell by now, I like very practical trends. Some trends just don't interest me and I'm not gonna wear them. And by technicality, all a trend is something that's popular, and something that's gonna be extremely popular every single year in the fall are earth tones. Think of brown, think of green. I would consider navy an earth tone. Let me know if I'm wrong. These are the three colors that I'm gonna be wearing the most of. They're extremely versatile. They look good. So it's perfect for the fall and winter. So again, whether it's a hoodie from Ours, whether it's a coat, whether it's anything corduroy, if it's in any kind of earth tone, I am going to be wearing it. I think this one specifically is the easiest way to dress better without trying too hard, without even thinking about anything too much. If you are starting out in men's fashion for the fall, just think of earth tones. That's the easiest way to go about it. Now, for those of you guys who are into fragrances, first of all, you're doing a great job, but let's talk about the best fragrances for the fall. So as much as I love the aquatic ones, these are going to stay in the shelf for now, and I'm finally going to take out the more musky, more masculine ones. These are going to work best for the colder season. My absolute favorite one right now is Azaro, the Most Wanted Intense. This one smells amazing. I've already gotten so many compliments from this, and I'm really excited to start wearing this within the next few months. Now, sweeter colognes can also work really good in this season, so I'm going to be using JPG Ultra Male as well as YSL Myself. These three are going to be my go-to fragrances unless I pick up another one, but for right now, I'm excited to wear this as well as everything else on this list. Look, fall is the best time to be dressing better. You're going to get a lot more people to like you, but if you want a full video on how to make more friends, here's a video that's going to show you exactly that.